I'm trying to scroll all the way down. Let me tell you what I just did. Let me know if the connection is any better. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So, hello from the Bahamas. What's up, Harlem Jackson? For some reason, I don't have my internet doesn't work good in my house, and we got it's still breaking up. Now this is some bull jank. I feel like Bass and Teddy Riley for real now. It is still breaking up. Paisley Skies gave me a thumbs up. Does that mean it's doing better? Go on, just data. That's what I did. I took the Wi-Fi off. Maze High Class of 88. What's up? Wait a minute. I'm trying to get this connection. Okay, so it's better now. Thumbs up. That's what I had to do. I had to turn off my Wi-Fi. That's so whack. We paying all this money for all this high speed this, high speed that. And it don't even work that good in my house. Which means I told my whole little Usher story and y'all couldn't hear me. What else did y'all miss? I ain't with this. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, y'all. My gosh. Thank you for letting me know that it's much better. This is so crazy. John Watson and Marcus, what's up, y'all? What it do? What it do? Let me see. So I told you about that. Did y'all hear the part about my toes and my leg being paralyzed? I hope so. Somebody just put the leg story. I ain't gonna lie, I still have my toes looking cute though. I go out to the nail shop on Candler Road. If y'all have never been to the nail shop on Candler Road, they have about 80 seats in there. But let me tell you, they give the best pedicure of life. You've never seen anything like it. And they need to train everybody who has a nail shop anywhere around the world. They need to start an institution because they are so dope. When I tell you, girl, that nail shop, and don't get somebody who you know is the bomb, honey. You will sit there and wait for 3 hours sometime, and you don't mind because you know what your feet gonna look like. They're gonna last you about 3 months. You wait for them 3 hours, I promise you. Lord, y'all didn't hear. What part didn't y'all hear? Did y'all hear the Tupac story? Did y'all hear the Usher story? That's a shame. Aaron! Foot surgeons. Let me tell you something. I went to a foot surgeon because I was trying to be stupid and vain. I was like, okay, I really want my toes to look normal and straight. I've gone to 2 foot surgeons, and I'm gonna tell you, both of them told me do not. They were like, don't do it, because we have performed all types of surgeries on people's toes, and they come out on the not so good side more than they do on the good side. So I was like, honey, like I said, people ain't trying to have sex with your toes, so I don't care. And if you are, then you got the wrong girl over here. I'm sorry. Oh my, it's called The Nail Shop. It's on Candler Road, right across from South DeKalb Mall. It's literally called The Nail Shop. Yes, indeed. Repeat the leg story, repeat the Tupac. Okay, I'm gonna make this real quick. Okay, so check it out. I gotta tell the leg story first so I can get to the Tupac. So here's the deal, the leg story. I injured myself when I was outside skating at the age of 13 on Christmas Day. Well, I didn't injure myself. My leg just started hurting. I kept sitting down on the sidewalk, sitting down. Make a long story short, go to the emergency room that night, and they do an x-ray, and they showed, check this out, y'all. I'm 13. I have so many to put on my YouTube channel. Ooh, I have some. I guess I should call it storytelling with Eboni Elektra. But check this out. The cartilage had deteriorated in my hip joint. So, you know, they have something called the ball and socket. And that's what the actual hip joint is. And then there's cartilage that separates the two from touching. The cartilage deteriorated. I was 13, people. And this ball was just sitting up in the socket. So they couldn't do surgery until I stopped growing. And I had both parents are tall, both of them. And so they were like, you got to wait until you're 21. I was like, 21? Yeah, I went through middle school, high school. I had to stop participating in PE. I couldn't be a cheerleader anymore. I couldn't run track. I couldn't do hardly anything. I couldn't do nothing, like for real, for real. But it did not dampen my spirit. I was still the same Ebony that you see now. I was that in school and loved by everybody, just everything. Just this personality and the spirit never left, right? So that was the deal. I finally was, and it's so crazy because I went to college in New York. And I went to school for journalism and communications, of course. And I was working at RCA Records. And at the time, we had just signed Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know if I got some young people on here. Wu-Tang Clan was one of the hottest rap groups. And we had just signed SWV. And I'm doing it. I'm in the publicity department. I'm just doing my thing. And my mom called and said, it's time for you to come home. Let's schedule this surgery. I said, okay, no problem. They love me so much at my job. They're like, we're not going to give you a position away. We'll get an intern to fill your shoes until you come back. I go home. I have the surgery. The doctor paralyzed my sciatic nerve, which is the nerve that goes from your butt to the end of your toes. So I was just like, okay, so how long is this going to last? And he was like, it's severely damaged. That's what the neurologist told me. They're like, it's severely damaged. You'll be like this for the rest of your life. Here's something I left off on the story that I just told that y'all did not hear. So I asked him, I said, I immediately started crying when he said it. I said, I said, I said, what about therapy? He said, well, therapy's not going to help, but it won't hurt. I mean, it's on you. He told me it won't help. Did you hear what I just said? Okay. So I left out of there a mess. I had to wear a brace. I had to get this brace because now I had no muscle function from my top of my buttock all the way to the tip of my toes on my right leg. So I had to wear a brace like on the back of my calf that held my foot up because I had something called drop foot. My foot was dropping. This was in the midst of when I tell y'all, in the midst of my prime, I was like 21 doing the darn thing, okay? And that's right, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. So I was like, oh my God, So I got my brace, the whole 9 yards, and I went to a therapist, Keith Evans, right here, Atlanta Human Performance Center, right down the street from Greenbrier Mall. He's still in business. He was training like all the athletes. And let me tell y'all, I'm used to people trying to holler. I go in there, all these athletes, and they're all people that they're in there working out, rehabbing from injuries, the whole 9 yards. Don't you know, I go in there and ain't nobody they're looking at me like I'm a basket case. And there wasn't nothing I can do about it. So I'm working with my therapist, and he's like, okay, lift your leg, lift your leg, lift your leg. I'm trying to lift my leg, y'all. It would not budge. This went on for like 3 months. And he was like, I said, what do you think is going to happen? He said, what do you want to happen? I said, I want to walk again. I don't want this brace. I want all my nerves to regenerate. I said, matter of fact, that is what's going to happen. He was like, well, as long as that's your mindset, then I can't say anything against that. That's exactly what's going to happen, right? So I said, thank you. This is my shirt. Yeah, this is my shirt. This is my shirt. Y'all see what it says? Sisterhood forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. So make a long story short, I went to him for like maybe 9 months. I'm doing all this therapy. One day after like 3 months, he told me lift my leg, and I'm laying back on the table. It went like this, y'all. I thought I saw like 12 different gods in front of me, but the same God. That thing went like this, and then a week later it went like this. The next thing you know, that's why I was doing this in this video, but you couldn't hear me. My leg was lifting all the way up, right? But let me tell you how God is. Lucky for me, so I couldn't wear heels. I had to wear flats because I had that brace on my foot. That was during the days where TLC was real popular, and we were wearing the baggy pants and the Timberlands and all of that. So it was perfect. So that's how I was walking around. That's how I was dressing, with the baggy pants and the Timbs and the whole nine. I'm gonna show y'all I'm gonna put some pictures on my YouTube, y'all. Back in the day, I had my bandanas. It was the bomb. You really couldn't tell, but I did have like a slight limp, right? So I worked until finally the nerve regenerated itself. And what I was saying is that they didn't come back like in my toes on my right foot, not all the way. Like somebody could drop a brick on my toe right now, I probably wouldn't even feel it. And what happened was, so my toes, I was saying my niece is always joning me, and she's like, that's why your toes curl up. I was like, girl, I'm so thankful that I can walk. Forget these toes being curled up, because they look like this on this one foot. So if you ever see me, you don't have to say, damn, Ebony's feet are effed up. No, baby, just know that that's a testimony, and I will put these feet in anybody's face and be glad about it. Do you hear me? I'm so doggone serious. I'm very, 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 very serious. Like, I'm so for real. So I ended up gaining my weight back and this, that, the other, but I still couldn't participate in anything. And up to this day, like, I can't do like how people can do lunges and all that. Like, I had to do modified lunges. You think I care? Nope. I do those modified lunges. I do my modified squats. It's a lot of stuff that I can't do because I have restrictions, because I had the hip replacement. Here come my nephew again. He wants to go outside and play with the kids. Wait until I come inside. I'll be in just a second, and I'll go out there with you guys, okay? All right, baby. So, make a long story short, all of that's gone. I don't have the lamp. The only thing left is like the little toes. They curl up. So when you see me, look at my toes, because I sure keep them showing. I don't hide them, honey. I keep my flip-flops on like everybody else. I don't wear heels as much because I'm so used to not wearing them that it's kind of uncomfortable. And then like the ball of my foot on the one where I had that complication, it gets tender and it hurts after like an hour. So if I wear heels, I can only wear them for an hour. So I'm like, what's the purpose? You know, child, it's just a mess. But that was that with the whole a whole leg situation. And I'm saying that to say there was still something that come out of that for everybody. Like, don't let anything hold you back. I could have listened to that doctor. That doctor told me that it would not help. I could have still been in a brace. I still could have been all of that. But I didn't listen to him. I knew that's not what I wanted. Like, that's not what I wanted. So I didn't go back to that job in New York. But what did I do? I said, I'm going to go in business for myself down here in Atlanta. You know, and that's when I started, like I said, the all-girls street promotions team with me and my girlfriends. It was the bomb. Ebony Girls. We were hosting every party under the sun. We were all the way in Atlanta, and we were getting shout-outs like on Kid Capri and Brucey B, all them people back in the day, Bismarcky. That's my area, y'all. They was shouting me out on their mixtapes, and I didn't even know them. I felt good. Okay, what you talking about? So, but we did. I had a great first half of my life, like, and I have so, like I said, many stories, so many experiences, so many everything. So this is called pat yourself on the back. I've been popping. Just so you know, I've been popping. I made my name for myself. I didn't screw nobody to get it. I didn't ask nobody to give me nothing. Can I get this job so I can? None of that. Eboni Elektra built Eboni Elektra on her own. I am so very serious. And, well, clearly God, of course, because I can tell you every verse in the Bible. I can tell you I read that Bible back and forth. So try me, okay? It don't never leave. It don't never leave. Let me see. Step out on faith. All of that. So where I am right now, I've had wonderful times. I've had wonderful times in my life. But where I am right now is all about purpose. Like, it's amazing when it's for purpose. Your heart just changes. And I'm still the same Ebony. I'll still walk into any place. I don't care whether it's a mall. I don't care if it's a store. I don't care if it's a party. Ebony. Because we all know each other. And, you know, and I embrace that. They embrace me. The whole 9 yards. And all of this was post Kim Porter. Like, honestly, it was. And it's so funny. When we met, I remember exactly what she had on when we met. It's so crazy. I remember exactly what this girl had on. And when I tell y'all, we became inseparable. Like, I had my other friends and my other close friends, best friends. She had her other close friends, best friends. But baby, baby, it was like, and us just like, it was crazy. It was just crazy. It was crazy. And then it didn't help because, you know, because of my relationship with Puffy. So then I'm always around them, like on trips, we doing this, you know, just a family, just like a family. And I just have so many memories, period. Just not just of her, but just like of her family. And it's just so unfortunate because her mom passed 3 years before she passed. She was like my other mom. Mima was my other mom. Her and my mom, when Kim first came to this house, the very first time I introduced her to my mom, once she left, Mom says to me, she said, Ebony, where is she from? I said, Columbus, Georgia. She said, I knew it. She said, I knew it. She's like, it's just something about her, you know, whatever. And then Kim says to me, she said, the next time I come to Columbus, I want you and your mom to come. Because I want my mom to meet your mom. Child, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you where you can find the Cape Aloe powder. I don't know you, but I think we all feel like we know you. You have such a warm energy. Keep shining. Thank y'all so much. And look, to everybody that says, I feel like you're my best friend in my head. And I feel like you're my auntie. I feel like you're my big sis. I am. I'm all of that. I stay up, Lord. I lose so much sleep trying to respond to all y'all's comments. I promise you I do, because I don't want nobody to think that I think I'm all that. She can't even respond. Yes, I can. You better believe it. I can. Yes, I can. You took the time to respond to me. I'm going to take the time and respond back. That's just who I am, for real. But anyway, moving on along, that's a whole nother subject too. I can talk about Kim Porter for days. We have so many stories, so many memories, what I love the most about it is that her family literally became my family. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but me, my mom, my son, my brother, his wife, my niece, whose 2 little boys I'm watching now, we would spend Thanksgiving in Columbus year after year after year, like everything. Child, I've been on there. I put up a post the other day. I've been on there for every 50th birthday, 40th birthday, 92nd birthday, family reunion, baby shower, get together, just because. We would go surprise Mima on her birthday. We would love to do that. Just all kinds of stuff. And it's like the rug has just been pulled from underneath your feet, because me and my family, period, we were all so used to just being around our family. You know what I mean? And it's just so totally different now. So I'm affected by more than just her passing, her mother's passing as well. You have no idea. Like, you don't even understand. Like, you have no idea. But I thank God for me. I have so many memories. I promise you, I got about 5,000 pictures of us, period. I got so many videos still that I have yet to post, because I don't want people to be like, you doing the most, you doing the most. But I don't care what y'all say or what they say. Even if none of y'all on this live say anything, I will post about Kim Porter till the day I die. Somebody said to me one time before, you don't even post that much about your dad. Those are two totally different relationships. My dad is my dad. But somebody that I'm with all the time, somebody that I talk to all the time, somebody that we cry on each other, we rely on each other, we lean on each other, we call each other sisters. That's an everyday thing. Those are two totally different relationships. So I don't care about all of that. My dad clearly knows what he means to me in heaven and when he was living. So I don't get into all of that. But I will forever post about Kim. I'm not going to stop that. And so far, I haven't had anybody say anything. I had somebody that I know tell me that, I post too much. And this is somebody that I know. You just post too much about her, and, you just doing it to get followers. I said, go down my timeline, please. I've been posting pictures and videos of me and Kim since before she passed. Since Instagram first started. Anytime me and Kim are together, I said, go down her timeline. Okay, y'all, I have 26 seconds remaining. Oh, man, I was really enjoying y'all. I'm gonna stop it, and I guess I'm going to pull a Teddy Riley and a Babyface. I guess we got to start all over again. If you guys jump back on, I would love for you to. If you don't, I can understand. I'm just getting into it. Come on, y'all. Meet me back on this thing in just a few seconds.